Good morning. So, Pastor Kendall is talking about Joel, the book of Joel, and we started last Sunday, and he introduced the book and talked about the prophet Joel, and then today he was talking about Joel 1, chapter 1, and about how these locusts had come, these big like grasshoppers had come and taken over the fields. They were swarming, they were everywhere, and they were eating the plants and they were destroying the land. And the reason that Joel was saying that this was happening was because they had lost their first love. The people there had turned away from God. They were worshiping other things. They were not focused on Him. And what we learn about the Lord is that He wants our full attention. He loves us so much, and He wants us to honor and glorify Him in the way we live. He wants us to tell others about Him. He wants us to honor Him and follow His word. And so these people were not doing that. And what happened is creation began to groan. These animals, these locusts began to swarm and eat all the plants and agriculture in their area. So that created starvation for people. They didn't have the finances that they needed. It was a lot of hurt. It's kind of like a vibration. When you see a vibration, something started it, like not honoring the Lord or not glorifying Him. And then it just kind of sends this ripple effect. Like if you throw a pebble in the ocean or in a lake, you'll see that it'll have a ripple, right? It'll have a vibration. It'll have a response. And it's the same way when we quit following the Lord, or we are dishonoring Him, or we're not glorifying Him with our lives, we begin to see this ripple effect. And the people in Joel were seeing that. They were not honoring the Lord, and they were beginning to see that their crops were dying, their land was in need, and things around them just began to groan. Things were hurting. So in our activity today, it kind of shows us what a vibration is like, how it affects things. And so I want to show you this vibration activity, and you could try it at home, of course. And all you'll need is saran wrap, a bowl, a rubber band, and some sprinkles. So hopefully we have these sprinkles in our cabinet. Hopefully you have some. So those are the things you'll need: a bowl, saran wrap, a rubber band, and some sprinkles. And we'll see what happens. So you're going to take the saran wrap and you're going to pull it across the top of the bowl. And then you're going to cut the piece of saran wrap so that it fits over the entire top of the bowl. Then you're going to press the saran wrap down around the top of the bowl so that it's tight, kind of like a drum. You don't want any wrinkles. You'll have to kind of pull out the edges to make sure that they're very tight. And use the rubber band to hold the saran wrap on. Some saran wrap, holds better than others, and so that rubber band is just to adhere that saran wrap to the bowl, make sure it stays in place. Once you get the saran wrap ready, you're going to take your sprinkles and you're going to sprinkle them on the top of the saran wrap. So kind of like on the top of the drum. And then you're going to take your mouth and you're going to begin to make like a humming noise. You can try different pitches. I found that a kind of a lower pitch, a lower humming noise really close to the bowl would make the sprinkles jump a lot. In fact, you'll see in the video that it surprised me how much they jumped when I did it. So it's kind of fun to just try different things, but what you'll see is the vibration of your voice, the vibration of your humming or your mouth will cause these sprinkles to jump. It is true that in our lives, as we begin to take our eyes off the Lord, we begin to worship something else, we begin to spend time honoring something else or creating these idols in our lives, there are negative effects. It just ripples, it just vibrates through our homes, our families, our work, our friends, our community. And so what I think is a challenge to me is, do I see these things jumping around in my life out of control? Just like the locusts, they were devastating to the people in the book of Joel. I don't want these devastating things in my life because I've taken my eyes off the Lord. So as you sit today and try to do this experiment, I want you to think about the vibrations that are coming out of your life. Are you honoring and glorifying the Lord? Are you getting to see these good things like your family worshiping together and spending time in His Word and loving on others and being an encouragement to the community? Or are you seeing these negative vibrations? Do you feel like, man, I feel like your land's being destroyed and things are being eaten? I mean, okay, should we come back to the Lord and just surrender and say, man, I want God, I want you to be first. I want my legacy and the generations after me to know who you are and glorify you. So it's just a challenge today to think about the vibrations and the ripple effect that occur in our lives because of the decisions that we're making. And I'm just asking that you guys consider, who are you putting first? Is God still your first love? All right. Have a great week and enjoy the locust jumping on the bowl. I don't know. If you could get it to work, I'd love to see it too. Bye.